Legislation that once had widespread liberal support is now making Senate Democrats do a double take. One America's Pearson has the latest.
While everyone in Washington agrees the immigration system is broken, no one can seem to agree on how to fix it. A solution is proving especially difficult for Democrats, who have decided that now that President Trump is endorsing an idea they supported years ago, they don't like it anymore. That idea is the immigration point system, proposed by Republican Senators Tom Cotton and David Perdue. The objective is to beef up the requirements for entry into the U.S. and cut back on the family relationships that qualify immigrants for a green card. It would also mean that immigrants must speak English reasonably well and must have some necessary skills they can apply towards a job. The proposed bill also slashes the diversity visa lottery that awards over 55,000 legal green cards to random immigrants based on nothing more than pure chance. Each of these measures were key points in several previous bills, some of which even saw support from Barack Obama himself, as well as many other leading Democrats.
If you're able to meet some basic criteria, like pursuing an education, then we'll consider offering you the chance to come out of the shadows so that you can live here and work here legally. We've got to lay out a path, a process that includes passing a background check, paying taxes, paying a penalty, learning English, and then going to the back of the line behind all the folks who are trying to come here legally. That's only fair, right?
But now, those same Democrats are angrily denouncing the bill, calling it part of a hateful, senseless, anti-immigrant agenda. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said the bill would instill fear, and activists claim that President Trump was pushing a white nationalist agenda. Others said the proposal was just trying to make America white again, apparently suggesting that a requirement to speak English would block anyone who wasn't white from immigrating. Yet many of the issues in the bill have previously received bipartisan support. Much of it even matches Clinton-era recommendations on immigration reform, such as those proposed by late Democratic Congresswoman Barbara Jordan.
When immigrants are less well-educated and less skilled, they may pose economic hardships for the most vulnerable of Americans, particularly those who are unemployed or underemployed. And the Commission sees no justification to the continued entry of unskilled foreign workers unless the rationale for their admission otherwise serves a significant national interest, as does the admission of nuclear family members and refugees.
But this flip-flopping from Democrats hasn't deterred President Trump or many others who are pushing for immigration reform. The White House stands behind the new measure, hailing it as the most important legislation that's been put forward on the subject in years.
The President of the United States said, I am taking a stand today for American workers and the American economy, and we're putting American families first on immigration. We're saying our compassion, first and foremost, is for struggling American families, and our focus is on the national interest. That is a major event.
Historically, Democrats have welcomed a point system to help legalize migrants who are here illegally. But such a system was crucial to a bill that was agreed upon in 2007 under then-President George W. Bush. That bill significantly cut back on the number of family members who could be sponsored for immigration and was also supported by no less than Barack Obama, Senator Hillary Clinton, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, as well as 13 other current Democrats in the Senate. And just 4 years ago, a bill backed by Obama included a similar point system and was supported by every single Democrat in the Senate.
This competitive application process will favor applicants who can speak English, financially support themselves and their families, and demonstrate skills that will contribute to our economy. The RAISE Act prevents new migrants and new immigrants from collecting welfare and protects U.S. workers from being displaced. And that's a very big thing. They're not going to come in and just immediately go and collect welfare. That doesn't happen under the RAISE Act. They can't do that.
This last bill was introduced in February after studies found that just 1 in 15 immigrants comes from the United States because of their skills. During his campaign, President Trump promised to come down hard on illegal immigration, and with this latest bill, he appears to be following through. Pearson Sharp, One American News.